Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Straight Betting. Happy Monday. Not gonna lie, guys. This Monday slate is absolutely terrible, though. I looked at this stuff for a while and I just could not find anything. I found one play. It's a half unit under first quarter point prop. Like it's something I literally haven't bet at all this year. But I did find a nice little angle that I like, and hopefully it comes to fruition. But yeah, I mean that just speaks to the slate, right? So much weird stuff going on in the league, man. Like all these teams are like half playing for stuff, half not playing for stuff, half focused on rest. These tanking teams have like a million 10-day contracts going on and stuff. It's just like impossible to predict minutes at this time of year. So look, man, I've had a lot of success this year by being patient, by not trying to force plays out. And I think, this week is probably going to be a pretty low volume week, just given that, there's so much variance going on and so much unknown with, like would it surprise anyone if, a team that's like, they need one more game to, clinch their seed or something, but, so much has to happen for them not to clinch a seed, right? It's like, okay, well, this dude randomly just played 23 minutes and this random bench guy just played 30 minutes. And there's just like a ton of like random stuff that can happen. And yeah, like I said, I just like avoiding all that weird stuff. And then with today's slate, guys, I know I'm yapping my ass off, but Heat have like Wiggins and Hero questionable. Pistons have like Duran and Harris questionable. Kings are on the second night of a back-to-back with Keegan Murray, who just missed a game. Who's also, I don't even know what the last team is. Oh yeah, Philadelphia, right? Philadelphia, like I guess they're good to go, but they're tanking team. I prefer to rather not bet on those teams because, like I said, there's all these random 10-day contracts lurking and stuff, and yeah, so just a tough slate to navigate. Anyways, guys, here's a recap for the last 2 days. Obviously, guys, I did not do a video yesterday, so the Dante DiVincenzo play and the Kel'el Ware play were from the YouTube video on Saturday. Dante was a winner. Got a little bit fortunate there with him shooting 3 for 6 from deep. Dante's obviously a good three-point shooter, and he got some pretty good looks this game, but you obviously want more than 6 attempts when you're betting on over 2.5 line. Miles Turner was a pretty good read. He could not rebound the ball to save his life, which was crazy, right? Obviously, tough rebounding matchup with Jokic, but you think that like a 7-footer when he plays like 32 minutes can grab like 4 rebounds minimum or something. So yeah, great scoring game. The Jokic scoring matchup is always great for Miles, right? Stretch big, good, just talented scorer. So he got home. That was a TikTok play, guys. Make sure to follow Straight Betting on TikTok at straight.betting. Like I said, didn't post a YouTube video, but did post that one over there. And Russell Westbrook was in the Discord under 25.5 PRA. Ends at 25. It was like a minutes-based bet. He had been on like a 20 to 22 minute rotation the last couple games when they've been at full health minus Murray. So, I think he played 24 minutes, so I was a little bit off there, but still, he'd have to be over a PRA per minute. He ended at 25, so it was definitely sweaty, but, I'm pretty happy with that read. Kel'el Ware over 9.5 rebounds, like I said, that was a play from Saturday. And look, he got into foul trouble like very, very early. I think he had 2 fouls in the first quarter. Then he had 4 fouls early in the third. And then Slow-Mo played a really good game, so they decided to go with Slow-Mo and Bam instead of the 2 big lineups. So he played terrible minutes. I think he only had 6 rebounds. Yeah, just pretty unideal stuff happened there, but I would probably run that one back. Then Campaign, that was a late ad yesterday, over 9.5 PRA. Basically, guys, Campaign plays all the non-Brunson minutes when Brunson's playing. And I had Brunson at 30 minutes, and Thomas Thibodeau had Jalen Brunson running 34 minutes after missing a month with an ankle injury. So, I mean, I was wrong there, right? And it's Tibbs, so it's always in the range of outcomes. But yeah, I thought they were going to be a little bit more cautious with Brunson, and it was actually about to come to fruition, right? I had Brunson at 30 minutes. It was Brunson 15 minutes, Campaign 9 minutes at halftime, and then Brunson plays the whole third quarter, which I was not expecting. 12-minute stint fresh out the injury is kind of crazy, and then Campaign's minutes in the fourth went pretty poorly, right? He shoots 1 for 4, 0 for 2 from deep, ends at 9 PRA. So also not too mad with that read either. We have 3 and 2 for plus 0.52 units over the last 2 days. Nothing crazy. Season stats: 339, 227 record, plus 88.76 units and a 14% ROI. So yeah, let's hope that this weird little last week of regular season doesn't screw it up. That's why I'm probably going to tread pretty lightly, right? All right, fellas. So my only play of the day, this is only a half unit play, guys. So not a full unit on this, half unit. It's very juiced. It's a first quarter line, so there's a lot of variance, right? I am going with Cade Cunningham under 6.5 first quarter points, minus 132 at FanDuel. First thing I want to look at, guys, I'm hovering over his last game. I don't know if you can see this. Hopefully you can. He only played 6 first quarter minutes last game, coming back from injury. If we go over here, I believe, yep, first quarter, Detroit Pistons, Cade Cunningham played 5 minutes and 52 seconds, so quick 6-minute stint in the first quarter. And then same with the third quarter, right? These are like, very similar rotations. Third quarter, he only played 6.5 minutes. So yeah, like it was on like a 6-minute rotation for the first quarter. Clearly on a min restriction, right? Hyper competitive game. Cade Cunningham only played 28 minutes. So yeah, I think that they're still going to have him on a slight min restriction. Those with the min restrictions things too, it's like about not wanting to play a ton of minutes in a row. So obviously that's kind of an issue for the first quarter. I kind of see like an absolute floor for him in the first quarter of 8 minutes. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to be 6, 7, could be 8, but like I said, I think it's like 8 at max. So if we go back over to Props Madness, do first quarter minutes, you can do 8 minutes to 6 minutes, which is just the same thing. But yeah, I mean, he's under in 14 out of 19 games. He's only averaging 4.3 first quarter points. If you do the math too, per seven first quarter minutes. I know, it's like, I never thought I'd get to this point, man. But per 7 first quarter minutes, he is averaging only 4.4 points there. Like I said, obviously we get a 6.5 line here. And yeah, guys, matchup with the Kings, right? So we're down here. Kings do allow the 13th fewest points per game to the pick and roll handler, but that doesn't really tell the whole story, guys. The Kings, they really blitz a ton, right? I think I saw a stat that they blitzed. It was like a couple months ago, but I know at some point they were leading the NBA's in blitz. Sabonis just doesn't play drop coverage. He's always playing up at the level. So yeah, maybe obviously you probably can beat that, but you kind of have to be forcing it to beat it when you're getting put true to the ball, right? And it's like, when's the time to force it to beat it? It's any time but really the first quarter, right? So especially when you're a guard, you kind of come out a little pass heavy. Clearly, Cade comes out a little bit pass heavy with his like first quarter points, right? Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a good coverage for Cade's under, right? With Sabonis, playing up at the level, and yeah, unless he's forcing it, I think our chances of Cade not taking a ton of field goals is pretty good. Okay, guys, insanely short video. I mean, I don't really know what else to say though about this Cade play. I do really like it, man. Like I said, I think I'd probably have this line at like 4.5 or getting 6.5. It is pretty juiced. Ton of variance with a 1 quarter prop, so it's like half unit play for me, but I do think it's a pretty good bet. Anyways, guys, make sure to check out NoVig. It's a peer-to-peer sports betting app. We have a link down below in the description to download it. It's legal in 42 states, so if you guys are in like an illegal state, you're looking for ways to get down without having to like parlay stuff, NoVig's a great option. It's peer-to-peer, like I said, so the NoVig doesn't take a lot of juice, which is why it's called NoVig. So even just for like any better, right? It's gonna have the best price in market a ton, just because they don't really take much juice, because it's peer-to-peer, so they don't need a certain side to win. They just need liquidity in it, and then they'll take a little bit of it. No limits, just based off of how much money's on the other side. That's how much you can get down. So it's like if you're trying to like bet significant money, and if you're limited at a lot of sports books, it's another great out for that too. Basically, guys, there's just a ton of benefits to have an app like NoVig. It's another out. And if you're serious about betting, you'll have as many outs as you can. When you deposit for the first time, make sure to use code BETTIN. It gets you a free $25 when you deposit $50 or more. They're giving you free money. It's a great platform to bet on. Just a win-win for you guys. All right, well, that's going to do it, guys. I know the slate is looking bigger, a little bit more promising for tomorrow. So hopefully, can come here with more than one play. That would be great. But yeah, don't have high hopes this week, because like I said, guys, before anything, of course, I'm doing content now, but I am a bettor before a content creator, and I'll never come and create content with shitty bets. So I could have easily done that today. I'm not going to do that, and that's just not who I am. So if the slate sucks tomorrow's video might suck, just a heads up. Everyone, make the most out of your Monday. Hopefully you guys have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow.